If you want to see me create my first look using the Purple Haze palette by Huda Beauty, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène and welcome back, or if it's your first time, welcome to HMM Makeup or Makeup. As I said in the teaser at the very beginning, this is the Purple Haze palette. It is the third of 3 haze palettes that I have. There are a total of 3 in the overall collection of haze palettes, and sadly they are pretty much gone. But if you are on Sephora Canada, as far as right before this video, I did check and they were still in stock. They are discounted and the Sephora sale is going on as well. There are discounts between 10% and 20%, so 10, 15, 20, depending on the tier of consumer you are with Sephora. And I thought that since this is one of those palettes that is discounted and now further discounted with the sale, that I would do a look for you. I have just my base makeup on right now, and I just want to say I am also filming a Sephora sale recommendation video after this one. So if you want to hear my recommendations, what I think is the absolute best deal on Sephora Canada, then watch out for that video. All right, we're going to go and play with this one, and purple is absolutely one of my favorite colors. I love purple, lime green, yellow. I love all those colors. So I have swatched this palette, which is why it's a little bit disturbed, and I will put the swatches video right there for you. And I really want to go purple. So my intention is to use these. Just that first column right there. So I am going to go into the matte, obviously, and then go into these two for the lid color. So matte and then these two. I have a little bit of eyeshadow, including a brow bone highlight, just to kind of start off the look, and a very neutral eyeshadow to kind of set up the base. The rest will be with this palette. Okay, I'm going to use quite a bit of the lid space with the matte, so I'm going to use a crease brush to begin with, right into the crease, and then kind of deepen up the purple shadow in different ways once I've got the base. So I've got my brush loaded, and I'm going to just do one eye with you on camera, and I'll do the other eye off camera so that we can save ourselves some time. The matte is going on really well. This could be a one and done eyeshadow, just because of the nature of the color. It's quite pretty. Very easy to sheer out toward the brow. And I do tend to put shadow on the very inner lid. It's just the way my eye is shaped, my eyelid is shaped. It just seems to be flattering on my eye shape. I'm going to go in a little bit more. And so essentially what I'm trying to say is, just because I'm applying shadow a specific way does not necessarily mean it would work on your eye, and vice versa. Okay, taking the color a little bit higher, because this is the color that I want all over my lid space, movable and immovable lid space. So that's looking pretty darn good. I have 3 mirrors here. I have the viewfinder, I have the mirror on the palette, and I have a mirror right under the camera. So I just don't even know where to look anymore. So if I look like I'm doing a squirrel, that's what's going on. And I have that set up all the time, but today I seem to be particularly unfocused and looking all over the place as I do it again. Okay, so I think we've got a decent base on the upper lid on that, and I've got quite a bit of fallout happening. That's fine. It happens with a lot of shadows, not a big deal. I'll just wipe it off when I'm done. I think that's a reasonable amount of purple to get started. Now I see a little bit of inconsistency in the viewfinder, but I'm not seeing it in the mirror that I have in front of me. So I think that's interesting. Okay, I am going to go into this shadow again, but with a denser brush for the outer lid. And when I say a denser brush, I'm going to use this full coverage brush from Smashbox and go into that very same matte, but because it is a denser brush, I should be able to deepen up the color pretty well just using a different brush. And I'm already seeing the difference. See the opacity there? I'm going to keep using this shadow. I really like the mattes from Huda Beauty in this haze line. I haven't had much issue with Huda Beauty eyeshadows at all. They seem to be somewhat powdery, but that to me makes a matte very easy to work with. And as I think you can see, I'm not really having any issues with this color. Okay, I say this is a good start. I'm going to take my angled brush and just bring that purple down as well. And when I say angled brush, I really do mean an angled brush. I just put the purple on the one side that I want the precision on, and I just follow the lower lash line from kind of a wider outer to a more precise inner. I can always go a little bit deeper with a different kind of brush, but this is a good start. Okay, so I mean, this is a nice enough color that barely anything else needs to be done. I could do liner, mascara, and be done with it. It's a very flattering, easy base look to do. But like I said, I do want to use these two. So I'm going to end up using this one and this one, inner and mid lid. So we'll see how that works. And for that, I'm going to start off with a precision brush on the inner to first third, and then transition to the deeper metallic type of a finish. And so I'm going to use my multitasker brush from Smashbox and really get into the corner here. And what I mean by the multitasker brush is this one. It's a pyramidal brush, but anything that's pretty pointy and that does have kind of a taper cut of the bristles should work really well in what I'm suggesting here. And I'm just starting with this brush to get to the very corner, and I'm probably going to switch to my finger for final application of this particular color. And I'm hoping there's not too much fallout because I'm not using a glitter glue. So same color, I'm just starting to go with finger application. Something on my tooth. Just noticed that in the mirror, so hopefully it was not distracting you. Might even be fallout from the eyeshadow. I'm liking that. I'm just going to add even more because I'm liking the sparkle. Okay, that looks really, really nice. I think I want to go into this other one and put that on the more so outer lid. So I'm going to switch fingers and apply the deeper one on the outer lid. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Okay, let's see what else I'll do. Okay, I had a little bit of fallout here. I just took care of it because I had to change the battery in my camera. And as I was changing the battery and just thinking about it a little bit, I think I'm going to go into this very, very light kind of a lilac color. Lilac-y peach, it's kind of an interesting color. And with a brush that I would normally use for the brow bone, I think I'm going to cover up a little bit of that highlighter with that matte shadow because I think it's going to look really good with the color that I have already put on the rest of my eye. Just going to put a little bit more. And I think that looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. And I think I'm going to go back into this matte purple with my precision brush and line the lower lash line. For that purpose, I'm going to use my precision smudger brush. And like I said, go right into that matte. And this is something I really do like to do quite often with a deeper shadow, is to line the lower lash line. It's just an easy thing to do to define the eye. And it's not a super deep color, so it's not going to be too harsh, I don't think. It looks pretty good in my opinion. I hope it turns out well, because you're going to have to see this look if you watch my Sephora recommendations. Just a little bit more on the outer lid. Okay, yeah, I really like that. I think it just kind of finishes up the look. And I've used everything that I would call purple in this palette. So these three and that one right there. So I'm happy with that. I am going to finish up the look on this eye and then do exactly what I've done here on the other eye off camera. So let me get a liner. Why not do a little ABH today? So I'm going to use the ABH liquid liner and I'm going to use the ABH lash brag. So we'll do that. And I do have the, on my upper waterline, I did have right from the beginning the Legend waterline pencil from Urban Decay. I am really liking that waterline pencil. It really helps define the eye. Even if you have no other makeup on, it does make the eye look more defined, and that's sign me up. I'm quite happy with that. Okay, so just making sure you can see me. See what I'm doing? Oh, don't like it when I blink too quick. So much easier to do a look when you don't have to fix things. As if anyone would argue with me on that. Just evening out the lines a little bit. Good. Okay, so there's the liner. I'm not doing a wing today, not interested in doing that. And I'm going to take the mascara. Again, Lash Brag by ABH. I do like this kind of a voluminizing, or volumizing, I should say. Voluminizing. Volumizing mascara brush. Applicator, whatever you'd like to call it. I used the Gucci sample in the last kind of makeup application video. I'll put it there if you want to reference it. What a piece of garbage of a mascara. I did at least 3 coats. I'm pretty sure it was 3 to 4. And it barely showed. It was way too much elbow grease for no result. This one, as I'm looking at it now, in 1 coat, I have the result of 3 to 4 coats of effort with that Gucci mascara. That was such a joke. Wish I could remember the name off the top of my head, but I'm not going to go dig in my, oops. I'm on autopilot. I was about to put mascara on this one without having done the look. But if we just take a look at the outcome, I think it's a really nice look. I think you can kind of imagine what the full face would look like. So I'm going to go off camera, recreate this on the other side, and let you know what I think of the purples in the Purple Haze. I'll be right back. And here is the final look. I'm really, really pleased with it. It is very purple, and it should be because it was created with the Purple Haze palette, which I have right here. It is, as I said at the beginning of the video, it is on sale. It was discounted already on Sephora, and it is discounted further now with the 10, 15, or 20% off you can get during the spring sale, which I think is it from the 1st to the 11th or something? It's quite long for Rouge, or Rouge, and it goes from Rouge being able to buy first, and then second is, I don't remember the tier, I'll put it on the screen, and then the third tier. So the 3 different beauty levels. I think it's Rouge, VIB, and Insider, I think. Anyway, the whole point being that this at time of filming, this is still available at, like I said, discounted already, and then another, whatever your discount is if you are a Sephora member. I am really happy with the look, as I mentioned, and it was very easy. I didn't have to redo anything. The only thing that I would say is, I don't know if you can see a little bit of the sparkles, but I am concerned that there is fallout, and I would probably put some powder underneath my eyes next time I use this palette, because there is definite fallout. I'm really happy with the way the look turned out, and I used the most purpley colors of the palette. So in my opinion, anything else would be the same or easier than what I chose to use, which were these 4 shadows there. Very nice palette. I did decide to use this one last because it was the one I thought, I love purple, but for some reason out of the 3, the sand, the khaki, and this one, I really thought that I would have the most trouble with this one. My favorite of the 3 that I have is khaki, but as far as I know, for Sephora Canada, this is the only one that is left. And really, I've said it in a prior video, 9-pan Huda Beauty palettes are great. The curation of the palettes is very, very good. There's not much in the 9-pan that I don't foresee myself using. All of these are very, very wearable colors. They're colorful, but they're also very wearable. The khaki palette the same, and the sand palette would be the one that is the most versatile. But again, this is the one that is still available, at least on the Sephora site. So I hope you enjoyed the look. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you have some other go-to looks with the khaki, the sand, or the Purple Haze palettes, I would love to hear what your favorite combos are, because I think these are some really nice 9-pan palettes. And if we have some ideas of what others have done that are go-to looks, then it just gives us more inspiration to use makeup that we have. So with that, I will say thank you so much for watching this look in this video. As always, as I said, I appreciate your comments, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And if you haven't done so yet, how about hitting that little subscribe button in the corner? It would mean a lot to me, and you will be advised of future videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. But for now, take care.